What up, Epic Readers? I'm Jesse from the YouTube channel Jesse the Reader, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Epic Adaptations, the series here on Epic Reads where we keep you in the know on all the recent book-to-movie and book-to-TV adaptation news. Spring is here, and we've got some fun adaptation news to talk about today. We've got a K-pop movie or TV show in the works, we've got a sci-fi dystopian TV show in the works, and we've got some upcoming adaptations to look forward to. So without further ado, let's get started. First up, the book K-Pop Confidential by Stephen Lee has been picked up to be adapted. Moonbeam Lit Media has picked up the rights to the book alongside Lucky Envelope Productions to produce and shop this project. And also, Stephen Lee, the author himself, will have his hand in the production of this overall project. I'm not 100% sure if we're getting a movie, if we're getting a TV show for this project. I personally would kind of lean towards a movie. Having read the book, I feel like it would work better as a movie, which I know that typically I'm like TV show all the way, like I'm all about those TV adaptations. But I feel like with this one, having read it, I feel like it would be the perfect movie. I feel like with the success of K-pop Demon Hunters, we're gonna see more K-pop media in general. We're gonna see more movies, we're gonna see more books. I feel like we're already starting to see a lot more K-pop involved books, which has me really excited. And again, having read this book, I think it's gonna make for a great adaptation, not only for K-pop fans, but also people who are interested in K-pop and wanna know more. In this book, we're following Candace, whose dreams of becoming a K-pop idol are finally coming true. But behind the spotlight is this world of intensity that forces her to like take a look inside herself and decide what she's willing to sacrifice. Next up, we're talking about Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I had reported about this a long time ago that it had been picked up by Peacock and Universal to be turned into a movie, but now it's being reported that it's going to be turned into a TV series, which I talked about a little bit already. You know how I feel about a TV series. I much prefer a TV adaptation, which let me just say, I have my reasons, okay? It gives us more of a chance to expand on all the things. Why wouldn't you want that? Come on now, guys. Be on my side here. Let me know down below in the comments though, do you prefer a TV adaptation or do you prefer a movie adaptation? Now, Neil Shusterman is heavily involved in this project. I believe he's helping write the screenplay, but I just feel like this story is going to lend so well to a TV series because of the expansive world that we have and all the amazing characters along the way. Like, I just feel like it's going to really excel when it comes to being a TV adaptation. So this one still is in early development, so it's going to be a while before we see anything when it comes to like casting or even a trailer, but it's exciting to know that things are still being worked on, things are still being developed, and that it hasn't been fully dropped, because that can happen sometimes and that can always be a big bummer. But I'm excited to know that things are being worked on, and I'm also even more excited that it's going to be a TV show now. Like, count me in. If you don't know anything about Scythe, let me fill you in a little bit. Essentially, it's taking place in this world where death has been fully eliminated, for the most part. An AI called Thunderhead is the one that kind of governs this perfect world, but because humanity is immortal, these scythes are tasked with going around and randomly killing people. So the truth is, death is not truthfully eliminated from this world, it's just managed. Next up, we have exciting news regarding season 2 of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is an adaptation of the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series by Holly Jackson. It's top tier in my opinion when it comes to YA adaptations, and again, it's a TV series, and it's an excellent TV series. Season 1 can be found on Netflix, but we got the news that season 2 has wrapped production and that we will be getting season 2 in 2026. It's actually been a very long time since we got season 1. Season 1 came out in 2024, so we've had to wait quite a bit to get season 2, but it's gonna be worth the wait. I just know it. While there isn't an official release date and there's not an official trailer yet, we did get some photos from season 2, and these photos will hold me over at least until the trailer. When we get the trailer, that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, I need it ASAP. I feel like I need to work on my patience when it comes to these adaptations, because I get these like crumbs of news and I'm like, I need it yesterday, I need it tomorrow, I need it now. If you don't know anything about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, if you don't know anything about season 1 or about the book series at all, we are following this student named Pip, who is determined to uncover the truth behind this case that went cold 5 years ago. And the more digging that she does, the more secrets and lies and truths that she unveils. The BBC adaptation of The Lord of the Flies has a new home with Netflix. Those of you who have access to the BBC might have already seen this adaptation, but for those of us out of the loop, we will get to see this adaptation of this beloved classic on May 4th on Netflix. I remember reading The Lord of the Flies back in middle school and just being so captivated by this story. If you know nothing about The Lord of the Flies, essentially it's about this group of boys who are stranded on an island and they must learn to govern themselves themselves, and it ends up just in chaos, as you can imagine. It's a really interesting look on survival, human connection, power imbalances, like, there's so many great themes, which is why it's a book that's taught in schools. But I do highly recommend checking out the book. I think even outside of school, it's a really interesting read. So again, this will be available on May 4th for those of us who have not watched it yet. Finally, we have news in regards to the spin-off of the To All the Boys I've Loved Before franchise, XO Kitty. This is actually bittersweet news because on one hand, we've got the new season of XO Kitty, season 3, premiering on April 2nd on Netflix. But the bitter part of this is the fact that this is the final season of XO Kitty. It's been so fun following this sort of spin-off series and seeing where Kitty's journey has taken her from To All the Boys I've Loved Before to now this. It's just been really fun to have that chance to follow a character that we might not normally have gotten the chance to follow. The season 3 trailer has dropped. It looks excellent. It looks just as like happy-go-lucky as the rest of the series has been. I mean, it obviously has its moments of drama, of heartbreak, of character conflict, but there's also those like light moments of like fun and romance and friendship and just an all-around great time. So again, XO Kitty season 3 drops on April 2nd on Netflix. That is all the March adaptation news that I have for you guys today, but we want to hear from you down below in the comments. Let us know all your thoughts on today's episode. What are your thoughts on K-Pop Confidential being picked up? How do you feel about Scythe being turned into a TV show? Please be on my side. It needed to be a TV show, and I'm glad that it's going to be a TV show. And who else is looking forward to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder season 2? Let us know all your thoughts down below in the comments. If there's an adaptation that we didn't cover and you want us to cover it in the next episode, be sure to drop it down below in the comments and I will be sure to include it in the next episode. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you next month with another episode of Epic Adaptations.